Hello, good afternoon or morning or evening, just depending when you are going to be seeing this. I am just coming on here to talk through VBS that we're going to be doing. And I wanted to make it available for you to watch online. So I do not want to take a whole lot of time. The paperwork and everything that I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to also send it to you as well. First and foremost, you should have gotten a text today if you have already signed up to be part of VBS on our VBS Pro sign up for volunteering. You should have gotten a text from Remind today asking you to join the kids VBS Remind. That's the way we communicate through texting and everything. If not, you can see it's right up here on the board that that actual QR code will take you directly to the link so you can just put your information in. Or if not, you can text on the message. You do need to do the @ kids TN or True North, and then to that number 81010. Some of the things that we just want to talk to you about, just about details about it. We have our t-shirts here. They say Kids Connect True North. I was wearing one this past week. Because of the cost of because of our budget this year, we're having to ask you to help pay for them if you possibly can. Unless you signed up in April. You signed up in April, we have a free t-shirt for you. They're $10 unless you have to purchase more. Well, for the kids are 15. But if you have to purchase more than 3 for a family, then they're only $10 a piece. Just let me know. Those t-shirts are available any morning from 9 to 12, or you can see us before or after services on Wednesdays or Sundays, and we'd be happy to take care of it beforehand instead of waiting to the day of VBS. Basically, the times for VBS, we are starting VBS at 6 o'clock and it goes to 8:30. On that Sunday, because our VBS actually starts on Sunday the 22nd, we start just with the leaders and everything a little bit earlier. We ask everybody to be at the meeting at 5 o'clock. Well, sorry, at 4:30. Registration will open at 5, which is about an hour before VBS starts, just because the first night there can be a lot of crazy with it. For our teenagers, we're giving them the opportunity, parents, you can do it too, but it's up to you, to come early about 2:30. I'm going to send that information out to work and finish. Like, we have to decorate the lobby, get things set up on the stage, make sure that the other classrooms and rooms we're using are ready. And we're going to be doing that on Sunday. We'll provide pizza for those who come super early for that. We have registration at 5 o'clock. Again, normally registration will open at 5:30 or 30 minutes before our VBS starts on the other days. If you have signed up for registration, and I'm going to send a PDF probably in about a week that tells you, if you don't know for sure where you're going to be serving, so that you can see where you're serving. Rebecca's going to send you a video about how to do registration and everything. It's all done on the computer. What happens is that parents come into the lobby, they will go to one of the computers and they will sign in. The kids are all given a sticker that has their name on it, plus their color team and their crew number, because we have 9 big teams. One of the teams is the preschool group, the 4-year-olds, and then everybody else are teams 1 through 8, and they're a color. And then within that team, each team has about 7 or 8 crews. So those are teenagers who are responsible for about 6, maybe 7 kids at a time. So although they're all traveling together as one big team, it just helps us so that we have somebody, the crew leader is only responsible for a short amount of that. So once they've gone through registration, then they will walk their kids into the auditorium to find their team and to find their crew leader. The crew leaders are all going to have a paper that has the information on it of who's on their team. They're going to have they can check them in, and they can actually write down the number of the sticker that they have on that actual paper. So, because sometimes the kids lose their stickers throughout the day. VBS actually starts at 6 o'clock. We're going to have a big opening, singing, video, talk about the competition for raising money, and all that crazy stuff. And then we will be done by 8:30. And once everybody, each person's gonna be in different spots. Some of our adults who are helping out in different areas will be involved with security, just standing at the doors to make sure kids are not leaving by themselves, or there's a parent with them, or you're helping for the actual dismissal. We will have that. And then once that's done, we are done. we'll talk about dismissal a little bit. It's a little crazy, but once we've got it started, it's great and it works well. We do have community service. So if you have a teenager who is helping, or if you are there, that we have Mrs. Esch who's helping the teenagers. They have to sign in and sign out every day. Adults do not have to sign in and sign out. We just have that because that's how we know about their community service. As we said, this is our schedule. Each kid has a sticker that has a number on it. The parents also have that number on their part of the sticker as well. And we will encourage the parents and make sure they understand they either need to take a picture of that sticker or hold on to it, because that's how they get their kids at the end of the night. We have a great time. Everybody's involved. At the very beginning is about 20 minutes, and then everybody moves to their stations. So we're going to talk very quickly through the different stations that we have. So you're aware, we have a craft room that every group will get a chance to go to crafts. And this is for the groups, the 1 through 8 groups. Our special team, our special group that's just preschool, we'll talk about that in just 1 second. They still get to do their rotations, but they're doing them all within the Kids Connect so that they're in a smaller area. But the big crafts we'll have upstairs. It's Robert and Milka Stevenson who are in charge with their workers. And they're going to be making all kinds of different items that week that goes along with the themes for our Vacation Bible School. That one, again, is upstairs. So just be aware, if we have somebody who has an issue about stairs and stuff, we'll take care of that when that happens and see what we need to do about it. Every night, the kids will go on their rotations to the Bible story. And each night there's a different person who's teaching. Mrs. Kennett will be in there to make sure everything is going well with the different teachers, and the crew leaders will keep their kids under control. The gospel is clearly presented each night in this room, and we will have forms for the crew leaders to pass out, or to sign up if a child has made a decision, so that we are aware of it immediately, so we can talk to their parents about that as well. Every child will have snacks that time, and that will be in the cafeteria. Some of you are helping in the snacks, and we're so very thankful for that, because that gets crazy because we just have 2 snack times. Well, technically 3, because the preschool gets theirs delivered to them, but then the rest of the elementary will come just 2 different times to the cafeteria. So there's a lot of crazy stuff with that. On the application for people to sign up, if there's a food allergy, what I do is I send an email to every family that has written, well, send it to everybody, but I also make sure I send a specific one to those who've written that their child has a food allergy. Unfortunately, we'll have some like fruit snacks available, but if they have an allergy to something that we are actually serving, they'll know what we're serving, and they are more than welcome to bring in a snack that looks like what the kids are eating, so that they can feel like they're part of it. And they would deliver that to our registration, and then our registration team will take it to the cafeteria so that it's delivered when they come, so that they feel part of that. But we'll make sure the parents are aware of that. We'll also have signs at registration saying what the snack is for that day, just that we can make sure we are doing the very best we can to keep them safe. Also included in that, the crew leaders will have that form on them that says if they can or can't eat certain foods, so that we can also, in case something doesn't come in, we can take care of that. But we don't serve anything with peanuts in it, or peanut butter, or tree nuts and things, just again, because those are the main allergies, just to protect them with it. Our games, depending on weather, will be at the football field or the gym. This is one of their favorite times. Crew leaders help them with the games. And that's a bunch of teenagers, which I try to tell them, but they don't really listen. It's one of the hardest things to do, but because they're outside all night, and the rest of us can be in air conditioning for most of it. So just saying. We also have a time that's a sticky scripture, which is a funny phrase, but it's basically they're memorizing the verses. There's a couple things that they're going to come to the auditorium for that. Nice and positive is they get to sit in a darkened room. It's air conditioned. They can relax. The bathroom's right there. They're going to get a video that they're going to watch to help them learn the verse. Each night the gospel is presented in the sticky scripture room, and there's a chance for them to make decisions. Also this year, we have the opportunity, if kids memorize with the help of their leaders, that is fine, because each child is different, 3 of the 4 verses that go along with our VBS, then they're going to be able to be given, it's a bookmark. It looks like a bookmark, but it's a gift from Texas Roadhouse that if they memorize those 3 verses, they get signed, and it's a free kids meal. for them that they can take and go to Texas Roadhouse and have that. Just a little extra incentive for that as well. Then we also, at the end of the night, after they've done all their rotations, and even including the preschool, again, who are all in the Kids Connect doing that, everybody comes back into the auditorium when we have the ending. We come back, we talk about what's happened, hopefully going to show some photo videos. We're going to sing, we're going to give the announcements, we're going to show how far we are in the offering and what we're wanting to serve. We also give the chance we're doing for any parent who stays on campus, they're going to go to an adult VBS, but it's just an opportunity for them to meet other adults with kids the same age as they are and be able to also hear what we are learning and be able to just help them in their spiritual growth as well. Every parent is invited to attend that as well, and they will come back in and stand, either go up to the balcony or stand in the back. At the dismissal, it's, as we said, it's crazy. We are very clear with the parents. I'm aware that not parents always pay attention, but we do the very best we can, that they have to go down certain rows and go back up certain rows. So coming down to meet their kids. So that way we are not blocking the rows. It gets a little congested at the very beginning, but we take care of it from there. But what happens is the parents come in, they have their sticker either on their phone or they have the actual sticker that has that number. And that's why I'm saying with the crew leaders, if they write down that number, if their child loses their sticker throughout the night because they're playing a wet game or something like that, they have it written down. And we are going to have some of the adults going to different teams to help with that, because each team, a lot of them are teenagers, and we don't want the teenagers to feel that these parents are running them over. If somebody doesn't have a sticker, one of the things that we have to take care of that is in their registration, they could put a 4-digit number that would be a code. So if they lose that, what would happen if they don't have their sticker, they don't have it at all, then they would come down to me, and then 1 or 2 other people will have a computer out and we'll ask them for that code. And if they have that code, then we will give them a paper that says that it's okay for them to take their children. If they don't have that, then they're going to have to do it with a whole driver's license, so we can verify on the registration that who is picking their child up. It's just an extra level of security, and we have found that 90% of parents are cool with it when it happens, especially because we communicate with them beforehand, saying, just so you know, we must see this sticker, or this is the code that you have to give us, because we want to protect. The first thing we want to do is safety above all. And so that's why we also have those other adults that are standing in the lobby or at the exit doors, just to make sure that it looks right. The kids are leaving with their right parents and everything. One of the things with VBS, I love the helpers, but if I don't know that somebody is coming to help us, then I don't know, because they haven't registered on VBS, the VBS Pro, then I don't know to put them in spots. So I feel terrible about that if that ends up happening. It happens every year. So we just ask you just to go onto the VBS Pro, which is going to come up on the last slide, just to make sure you do that. Also, if you are over 18 and have graduated high school, we need a background check done on you. All you have to do is respond through this email. You can completely do that, and I will send it to you, because there's 2 aspects to it. The first part is really easy, which is just permission to ask for your background information. So you fill that out, and then you will get an email asking you to fill out your secret information. And then you'll send that directly to the company and everything. And then that's how we get the background checks approved. Again, it's another level of security, because safety is so important. So just be aware of that. We need you to take care of that within this next week or so, because the longer you wait, if we don't have that background check, and especially I know you understand, so I don't want to belabor that point. I think I've talked about everything. I was trying to do this short so that you can also listen to this in the car, or you don't have to actually watch this video. Don't forget to look at the PDF that I'm going to send. There's 2 different PDFs. One is for students and one is for adults, because one of the things that we have discovered now, every student, every teenager must come to an in-person meeting for them to serve. So if they show up the day of VBS, they will not be allowed to serve, because they have to meet with me. I just need to make sure face-to-face that they're understanding the materials and the things that they have. We don't require that so much for the adults. We're just very thankful that you're part of this. But one of the things in the PDF that it talks about is the fact that our God has blessed us with our VBS that we have about 130, 140 volunteers, which sounds like a lot, but when it comes to everything that happens in VBS, it's really not a lot when it comes to everything. But at least a half, usually about 2/3 of them are teenagers. And one of the things as an adult that you have is, and no matter, and I'm the same way, I feel like I'm cool to kids, but I'm nowhere near as cool as a teenager is. And so we have the opportunity to serve our teenagers who are serving our kids. So you have, I mean, and teenagers are technically kids too. And so in the PDF that I'm attaching with this, it just talks a little bit about the what what is what you can do to encourage teenagers and to work through it. One of the things that again we have is we have one of our staff members from our school is going to be the first line with the teenagers, that if there's an issue or something, that she will be there to take care of it, because in case a teenager says or does something that's disrespectful, then she will take care of it and make the determination if that person needs to leave immediately, because again, we're wanting to make sure we keep our kids safe. And also including that is also keeping our children, our teenagers safe as well. So we talk to them. In fact, there's a video that I'm going to be posting that you can watch. It's like 3 minutes long that talks about why what are our boundaries, that we're never alone with a child, that we don't let them sit on our laps, that we're very cautious about how we the physical touch and things that happen within, and what to watch for if something happens. And so we're very careful with that, and we're very clear with the teenager. And that's also a reason why I really like talking to them face to face with it. As I said, we do a lot of our information is completely done through Remind. Like I will send out messages saying, this is what's happening. This is happening this day. Like there's days that we have dress up days where they can wear certain colors, or they can wear an old VBS shirt, or just all kinds of different things that we're doing that explains all that for it. And just trying to incorporate their involvement beforehand. And so all that information will be sent out as well. Please be in prayer for our kids. We have anywhere from 250 to 350 elementary and kindergarten students who are here. On top of that, then we have about 100 to about 150 volunteers that have given up their evenings for 4 nights for us to do this. And so just be in prayer for our VBS, for everything with it, for safety, for weather, for children to hear the truth, that they can trust Jesus, and that he can change their lives as he's changed ours. And also be in prayer for us, that because even though all the material is based for children, goodness, our lives can change as a result, as well as hearing this. So thank you again. Thank you. I could tell you a billion times in all sincerity. Thank you for participating and being part of this and seeing the need to be able to spend time with kids and helping them understand it. And I can't wait for more information, for things to happen. But please, questions, you can email me or send a message on Remind. If you respond back to any text, it comes directly to me. It doesn't go to the entire group. Another great reason to use this. And I cannot wait to for the rest of, as we go into the next couple of weeks before we get started. So thank you again, and have a great day.